Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And we are, as promised, doing a play-by-play of the Axis and Allies Pacific. Now, again, this is the 2001 version. All right, so it's not the part of the Global 40 system. So here we have Japan's opening move. And as you can see, they're being very aggressive, but the big reason for that is that everybody, except for China, because they've been at war with Japan for a while, but this is a big sneak attack. So Japan is going to go all out and do as much as they possibly can. Everything defends at a 1 for the entire first turn. So Japan is going to go out there and do as much damage as she can. She doesn't make a lot of money. She's only making 19, so her build is a destroyer, an artillery, and a man. But it looks like if things go well here, she'll have enough money to get over 30 IPCs this round, which will get her 3 victory points. As you know, for every 10 IPCs Japan collects, she gets a victory point. And the idea is for her to climb all the way up to 22. If she gets to 22, she wins the game. So fingers crossed for the Japanese. Alright, we're back, and wow, what a first round Japan had. I don't know, Hirohito, you want to tell us what happened there?
It is no surprise. We were able to achieve all of our objectives with very little casualties.
Yeah, what did you lose in that first round anyway? What was the total count?
We lost 1 fighter and 2 infantry.
That's pretty good. What did you destroy for the loss of but 1 fighter and 2 infantry?
Well, it is very simple. You just pan the camera down, and there. That is what we destroyed. $89 for the UK, and $151 for the Americans. Ha! It is all gone. 151. That is 2 full turns of your full production, which you no longer have because we took the Philippines. Ha!
Yeah, you really mopped the floor with them there, and you killed a couple of Chinese troops as well, and took over some territory. What do you think the real highlight of this round was?
Oh, I think it was killing things. It was fun.
Yeah, can you narrow that down a bit?
No.
Okay, you're very helpful here. Looks like your carriers are kind of exposed here, though. Looks like you might be losing a few things here.
It is of no consequence. We have many more ships. You see, many more ships.
All right, well, I hope that goes well for you. I guess we'll see what happens on the rest of turn 1. Looks like you got your 3 victory points, though, because you're up to 34, and looks like you've knocked down everybody else has been knocked down. The Aussies are down 6, the Brits are down 6, the Americans are down 3, for a total of 15. And this is your build here. It's a pretty small build, but
we did not have all the resources. But now that we have taken down in the Money Islands and the Malaya, we now have resources. And we have Hong Kong, which has many cinemas. And we will have a good time watching the films of our victorious victory.
Okay, very redundant of you. All right, folks, we'll see what happens on the rest of round 1. All right, we're at the bitter end of round 1, and we'll just take a look at what's gone on here. The Japanese, as we know, steamrolled, as they always do for the first round. Well, let's see what happened on the last bit here. India, what did you guys end up doing?
Well, we are looking at the board and we know that we are in very much trouble. So we built men. Many men.
Yeah, it looks like you built 9 men there. How could you do that? You only have an income of 15, I think.
Oh yes, you are being very wise, but we are getting the $12 from the British convoys. We took all of it and we built men. So now we have many men there, and India will not fall.
All right, well, good for you. Did you have any successes in the attacks?
Oh, yes, we are having many successes. We brought our carrier and our battleship up here and we sank 2 transports and a destroyer. And then we flew a plane from here to there, so it's all good. But we had a little bit of a win-lose. We sank the Japanese battleship that was in the Malayan convoy zone. But we lost a fighter and we lost a submarine. But we are very happy that there is no more battleship. We sank the Tomato.
I think that's the Yamato.
Oh, Tomato Yamato. It is all the same.
Okay, we'll move on here. Looks like the Aussies were able to take a little bit back here. I don't know how long you're gonna hold it, but looks like you were kicking out there.
Hey, crikey, yeah. They took over our land and we had to go take it back, oi? So we took back Dutch New Guinea. We built ourselves a battleship. Oi!
Yeah, I see that. Why'd you build a battleship?
We won't be making much money anymore. We thought, might as well build it while we've got it, eh?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Now the Americans, kind of a high-low round for you guys. Tex, what went on there?
Well, yeah, we had ourselves a little bit of a setback here against the Japanese fleet. We sent a couple of bombers and a whole bunch of fighters and a submarine, and they had their 3 carriers with 5 planes. On the plus side, they're down to 2 carriers and 3 planes, but we lost everything.
You lost everything. Why didn't you pull back?
Yeah, well, they on their first round there, they had 8 rolls. They got 8 hits. So, yeah, that was unfortunate, but we were able to quickly build up another fleet here. We have a couple subs, a carrier, a couple of fighters, and we built some marines. And we're going to give them what for. Don't you worry. We're going to come there. We're going to let them know what's what. What?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens in round 2. The Japanese, they're ready for you now. So I don't think you'll have the same success you had on the first round, but I'm sure you'll have fun.
We always have fun in war. All the time. Just more when we're winning.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens in round 2. Okay, we're at the end of Japan's turn, and it looks like they had a lot more success. Well, Hirohito, I'll just pass the mic to you, and away you go.
Who is Mike?
Just talk.
Okay, so we had many success in China, and we lost no one. And we had success in Sumatra and Borneo, and we lost no one. And we had success here, but we lost a couple things. And we had success in the water around Dutch New Guinea. We lost nothing. We lost a few things. But we destroyed the Hawaiian fleet.
Yeah, there's more Hawaiian fleet here, though, and they're going to build some more, I'm sure.
That is not of concern. For you see, we got to $40 income. That gave us 4 victory points. So adding that to our previous 3, we now have 7 points. And we still have this bill to put on, so it looks pretty good for Japan.
Yes, it does, but we'll see how the Allies respond on the rest of turn 2. Alright, we had a pretty eventful round here. We'll just start with India. Anything big happen for you guys?
Oh, yes, well, we made many people. We are having a very large stack of people there now. Calcutta will never fall. And also we snuck over here and took Siam just to be a pain in the buttocks.
Yeah, that's a good move there. It's going to make the Japanese turn around for a turn and give you a little bit more time to build up. But your economy's taken a bit of a beating. Looks like you're down to the 5 here, 1 there, and 2 in Siam just momentarily. But after that, that's all you got. You're only making $6. So hopefully the convoy can remain open and get you some more money.
Yes, that's what we are hoping for.
Alright, well, I think the Japanese will have something to say about that. The Australians, you guys just built some men there, eh?
Yeah, well, we have to be very careful that we don't lose Sydney. Well, we lose Sydney, we could lose the whole war, why?
Yeah, you could. And America, hey, it's looking a lot greener over here, a lot less red. You want to tell us what happened there, Tex?
Yeah, well, we had ourselves a little bit of a dust up there over in C-Zone 9er. And we come in there with all our, we had a couple of subs and a carrier, a couple of fighters, and they done sunk all of it, but we landed one fighter on Hawaii. But we done sunk the whole Japanese Imperial Fleet. Well, part in C-Zone 9 anyway. This little fella's a bit of a burr in our saddle. He's blocking the $5 from the Alaska convoy, so we're going to have to take care of him. But we done build ourselves a destroyer and 3 battle wagons to take care of him. So there you go.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Japan, a lot of stuff. Their economy is growing. They're pushing in China, and they've taken all the money islands. Doesn't look like they're in any danger of being taken back. Japan might be running out of targets here. They might start moving towards you guys. Well, you can let them come on over if they want, but we got some things to do here, and we'll just make sure that we let them know who's boss here, and you know, we got 3 battleships, you know. Yeah, you do. They only have 1, so
We will build more.
it's not your turn, buddy. Shut up. All right, so Japan, you've had your 3rd turn. Tell us what happened.
Well, we were able to dislodge the Indians from Siam. That was very rude of them, and so we crushed them. So, now they are gone, and we have replaced them with our troops, especially these 2 who look just alike, like Siamese twins.
Yeah, no, that's not. Stick to the war.
Okay, so we go into China, and we beat up the Chinese.
There was nobody there. You just kind of walked in.
Okay, but we walked in with our heads held high and singing songs.
What kind of songs?
Yankee Doodle.
Oh, that's not very nice there. You best not be singing our songs.
We will sing what we want, for you do not have anything to stop us.
I see that you moved your sub out of the convoy zone. Seems to be a fairly nice gesture.
It is not a nice gesture. It is to keep the Americans guessing.
Did it work, Tex? Yeah. We're guessing that the Japanese fella there lost his mind, because that's $5 free for us now, so whatever. All right, well, I guess we'll see what happens, what the Allies are going to respond with. Things are not looking very good here, though. It's a good thing Calcutta's got a lot of men. We do notice, too, that the Japanese have placed some boats in the British convoy here, so that 5 is knocked down. So they're down to just these 3 zones. And on the other side of things, the Japanese made $41 this turn. So another 4 victory points, and they're now up to 11. They're halfway to where they need to go at the end of turn 3. All right, here we are at the end of round 3, and just starting with Japanese purchase. Not a lot went on here, did it?
No, I feel like we are just hunkering in the bunkering.
It's hunker in the bunker. Yeah, that too. Okay. The Aussies, though, they had a bit of a foray, as it were.
Right, well, we knew we had to get rid of that $5 off the British convoy, help our fellas out in Calcutta,
All right, so your battleship went out there and took on a sub and a destroyer, and you won.
Sometimes we can't be too careful, you know.
Yeah, that's good. Good for you guys. And I see you built a destroyer here, so hopefully that'll help you out a bit. And I see you brought a couple of guys up to Dutch New Guinea.
That's right. We want to hang on to that Dutch New Guinea,
Well, you know, they're within range of this destroyer here, right?
It's part of our plan, Well, what we're going to do is, if they go over there, we come around here with our battleship, we sink a destroyer, and the Americans come in and do whatever they like,
Don't tell the Japs that. All right, I won't.
I heard you.
Yeah, okay. Well, you got to quit eavesdropping.
And also, we built a battleship last turn, because I said I would. I am not a liar.
No, never called you a liar. So the Americans, though, they built up a huge fleet here because in this version of the game,
Game?
yeah, it's a game, buddy. You can build at any factories, and they have one in Hawaii, and so they built up their fleet there. We could have built previously there, but we decided just to hang loose, not knowing exactly what the Japanese are doing. But now that they've committed to this side of the board, well, that's what's going to happen. Dex, you're back. I was kind of filling in for you there for a second. Yeah, well, sometimes nature calls, and we're all here in the Pacific and a lot of water, and whatnot. And I got to tell you, that biff of yours, that smells quite divine. Thanks. You can thank my wife there. She buys all these nice scented things. Anyway, well, back to the war, boys. We'll see what the Japanese do here on the beginning of turn 4. All right. Well, that was a very interesting round, and hey, with no further ado, Hirohito, you wanna walk us through that?
No.
Oh, come on, guy. Just tell us what happened there. You attempted to go into Szechuan here. Doesn't look too good here. What happened there, big guy?
Well, the imperialist pigs in Szechuan were backed up by the other imperialist pigs, the Americans. You see, they have a plane. And they beat us.
Who beat you?
The imperialist pigs.
Okay, but what about your Air Force? I mean, you had, what? You had six planes go in? I think it was 4 fighters and 2 bombers?
I don't want to talk about that either.
Oh, come on now. Should I just pan down again?
No.
Well, I'm gonna anyway. So, folks, here you go. Any aircraft shoots at a 1, and these dice are specially made. They only have hits on one side to form 1s, and I have blue ones that have hits on 2 sides. You may have seen them in a previous video of mine. Yeah, so yeah, they shot down 4 Japanese planes with 6 AA shots, so that wiped out the fighters. I guess those fighters, they're kind of bacon on the ground now. It's bacon because you were with the imperialist pigs, the bacon and pigs.
I don't get it.
No, it's okay. I see you are moving full force towards Calcutta here. I guess next turn is probably the turn. It looks like that's what you're going to be doing.
Don't give away secrets.
All right, I won't. But you built another battleship. Looks like you're really trying to rebuild the Imperial fleet here. See, the Americans are here.
It is of no consequence. They are too late.
Well, we'll see what happens there. On the rest of the turn here, you've emptied out all the money islands. I guess you're assuming that you'll be able to hold on to them.
Yes. For you see, we got 4 points again. We got 15. We're only 7 points away. So I think we are going to win.
Sure the Allies have something to say about that. We'll see what they do on the rest of turn 4. Alright, here we are at the beginning of turn 5. The Japanese have made their move into Calcutta. This is what the battle board looks like. So we're going to see if all these 1s and a few other things and some bombards, they got a couple of bombards there, if they can do anything to that big stack. Japanese do have reinforcements that'll be able to move on the non-com, and they've already moved some into China here, so they've gone a step ahead. But the Americans moved their big fleet right there, and then they moved their transports here. 4 transports with 4 Marines and 4 infantry. And so they're staying here so that because there's a naval base, they can move 3 in non-combat if they need to. If Borneo is still held, they'll be able to move there, but we'll see what they want to do. But anyway, here goes Japan, and looks like they're leaving the home fleet where it is. But we'll see what happens after this big old fight. Okay, the aftermath of the Japanese turn. Well, Calcutta did not fall. And it really, it kind of looks like it was close, but they still got 10 units left. And, well, Hirohito, what's going on, buddy?
It was unfortunate. We will have to wait a turn or two to eliminate Calcutta and win the game.
Well, you don't have much stuff left over here. I mean, to your credit, you pulled back before you lost everything. And they didn't shoot down any of your planes this time, so that kind of balances out with the Chinese fiasco there. Looks like you've brought your ships back here to serve as a bit of blockers for the Americans, I guess. Is that what I'm seeing here?
That is correct. For you see, we still remain at 3 points. So now we are at 18. And we will now win because there's only 22 points and we only need 4. So, I think the game is over.
Alright, so you admit it's a game?
I mean the war. The war is over.
Alright, well, we'll see what happens for the Allies. Okay, so the rest of turn 5 has been played. We just haven't put the American build on yet. But the Japanese are getting whittled down a little bit. Well, India, we'll start with you.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, we are having a good time now. We have built up Calcutta again. Or we got $10 from the British convoy plus our 5 there and our 3 here is 18, so we built 6 people. And our little fighter that good came out here and did. And we sank a transport. And now we're flying back. You should have flown back already, but there you go.
Alright, well, you know, good for you guys. Australia, anything neat going on?
Well, not really. All we did was he brought up a transport, and we sailed in we sank a couple of Jabo subs. That really wasn't much of a problem, though. Oh, and we took Sumatra with 3.
The Japos are down to $32, Alright, well, I guess you guys are whittling away. We'll find out, I guess, if it's too little too late. America, what's going on here, guys? Looks like you've split up your fleet a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're going to have ourselves a bit of a time here. We got ourselves a fleet up here, got a destroyer and a bunch of transports there. But we're hoping that Japanese are going to spend their kamikaze on these fellers here, and maybe not on them, but we'll see. They didn't spend them last turn, so they're kind of leaving us twisting in the wind here. Wonder what's going to happen. But yeah, this we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. It's not looking too good here because the Japanese are going to get them their 3 points probably next turn and put them on up. I think they're going to get 3. We're going to have to redo the math here, but it looks like they're let's see, they're at 41 and they done lost 3, 3, and 3. That there's down to 32, which is where they're sitting. So yeah, we gotta get some stuff done here and maybe convoy them a little bit, but it might be too little too late. We're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, well, we'll see if the next turn is the final one. Well, it won't be the final one because they can only get 3 points and they're sitting at 18 and they need to get to 22. So we'll see what happens on turn 6. Well, and looks like that's all she wrote here. We kind of had a neat opportunity here to maybe get the Allies to pull out a victory. The Aussies came over here and did a bit of a can opener and took out the destroyer to allow the Americans to go through. They did lose a battleship to a couple of hits from the whatchamacallits, the kamikaze. And another transport got sunk by a kamikaze. But beyond that, looks like the taking out the transport really worked because the Japanese won with 1 infantry left. So they're able to hold on. Americans have no reinforcements coming right now. We didn't bother putting on their last build because it really wouldn't have made any difference. Wouldn't have gotten to the war in time. So the Japanese are whittled down, and the other thing the Americans could have done is come up here and grabbed all this stuff, but they didn't. There's actually supposed to be a couple of men and an artillery in Shantung right there, but I was just cleaning things up, and I thought, oh shoot, I got to do my video. So it was really close, but to no avail because the Japanese will definitely collect at least 1 point next round. And so the game will go to Japan.
So there you have it, folks. It was a really close game. Came down to 1 pip on the dice, but Japan was able to pull out a victory.
Was there any doubt?
Yeah, you were sweating pretty good at the end there.
It's because of the sake.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be There's kids here, so you're not supposed to be. Anyway, hey folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Axis and Allies Pacific, the 2000 edition. And hey, just enjoy your day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Hug your loved ones, and may the dice be with you.